Today, I know that what I suffered as a child in my own home was abuse. The silence was abuse. I took the things that I learned as a child in my own home and carried them through my adult life. I didn't think that that's what I was doing. I said if a man ever hit me, I would walk out the door immediately. That isn't exactly what happened.
When I was 18, I met this man who was 10 years older than me. And within a very brief time, he had basically taken control of my thoughts and my emotions. I gave that up to him, but not having any life experience, it was hard to know what to do and what not to do, what questions I needed to ask and what I needed to find out about him before I got involved. And a lot of the involvement was pure rebellion also. It was like, at 18, I'm going to do what I want to do, and nobody can tell me how to do anything different. And so the more my parents tried to talk me out of marrying this man, the more determined I was going to do it because I'm an adult and I can live my own life.
My mom was abused by my father, and I remember as a child, 3 and 4 years old, telling my mom, just shut up, just stop, and he'll quit. She never stopped. She never shut up, and I blamed her. I accused her of inciting him, of irritating him, and I believed then, wrongly of course, because I was a child and I didn't know any better, I just thought if she'd just be quiet, it would be over. As an adult, now after having gone through it myself, I know that that's not true, because I was silent. And it was worse.
And when I thought of abuse, I thought of hitting and slapping. But it didn't begin like that. It began with names degrading me as a woman. And I thought I had a good sense of who I was. I didn't know who I was. I didn't value myself because I allowed those words to enter my spirit, and I started owning that. And I started thinking that I was the dirt that he was walking on. I thought that I was that bitch and whore and slut that he called me all the time. I thought I deserved him spitting in my face. And at first I would call him names and cuss at him like he started cussing at me. But then my spirit started weakening, and it felt like I was being broken in half. And I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror because I was so ashamed of what I was becoming. I was so ashamed that I allowed this other person control me the way he was and change me and use me as a puppet. And
shutting down happens in a lot of ways. Silence is one of them. The silence that says it's all right to call me a name. It's all right to slap me for disagreeing because I was wrong, because I'm a woman. It's all right to not be able to protect your children.
He threatened me. He threatened my family. There was not a lot of physical abuse. There wasn't a lot of hitting. There wasn't a lot of punching. But when he had that gun in his hand, he was very powerful and very terrifying.
I thought I could fix it. I couldn't fix it. I thought it was love. I didn't even know love wasn't supposed to be painful. I grew up in a household where love was painful. How did I know the difference? Because I saw it in the movies? I don't think so. You learn what you live.